Is wealthy affiliate really the best way to make money online, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I have made money online for years, and many viewers have asked me about my opinion and experiences with wealthy affiliate. And I actually do have a lot of experiences with this platform, and therefore I also know exactly what it offers, what the pros and the cons are. And in this wealthy affiliate review, I will share all that with you so you can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let me just start by going over my experiences so you know that this review is based on actually experiences, because I've seen a lot of wealthy affiliate reviews that are just based on basically scrolling over the website and not actually testing it. But I have actually been a member for years, and let me just also reveal right away that this is actually the place that I started when I wanted to make money online, and it has really helped me get great results. It has actually helped me to build a full-time income where I can now work completely on my own terms, travel when I want to, be with my family when I want to, and basically get the freedom to have a life on my own terms. So I know that it actually does work, but I also do know that it is not for everyone, and therefore I wanted to go over everything it has to offer. There's been through a lot of updates, so I will go over what it currently offers as of recording this video here, and also both the pros and the cons, who it's for and who it's not for, so you can easily get an overview and find out if you should join or not. So let's start by going over the basics of what wealthy affiliate is, in case you do not know. And it is basically an all-in-one platform where you can learn to make money online. It is of course focused on affiliate marketing, but in general, if you want to learn online marketing, then that is also something you can learn here. So basically you will learn the whole process of how you find the right topics. And one of the big updates they recently had is that they have an AI tool now that is amazing at helping you find the exact right direction for you. You can see that is one of the first steps that you will be taken through if you decide to join. And then you will also learn how to build a website. Again, they have great tools that will help you just launch the basics of it in a matter of minutes, and then you will learn all about how to actually optimize it and adjust it according to how you want to build your business, and you learn all that also. And most important when it comes to making money online is of course to get traffic. You can see also this is the most important thing, and there are a lot of training that will teach you different ways to do that via paid traffic, organic traffic, YouTube traffic, all kind of different types of traffic. And once you have traffic, well, basically then there are huge opportunities. You will learn how can you then monetize that traffic, because there are also some people that have a huge audience, have a lot of traffic, but don't know how to turn it into cash. That is also a part of it. But wealthy affiliate is not just actually about the training of teaching you this, it also has a lot of tools. So that's why I say it's an all-in-one platform, because you actually don't need to go out and get other tools, because they have all the things here included. So everything you basically need to start a profitable business is something that you will get if you decide to join. But let me log in and then I'll explain a little bit more about what you can potentially get access to. So I am now logged into Wealthy Affiliate, and when you first join, you can join with a free starter membership. We'll go a little bit more about the different membership levels a little bit later, but then you'll be taken through the whole process of finding your needs and all these things, launching your first website with the help of AI tools also, so it'll be done in a matter of basically minutes. When I first joined, like many years ago, that whole process, could take several days. So, they really have some innovative tools, I must say, and I'm really impressed with the different launches they have done and the updates they've done over the last few years. But anyways, when you come in, you will be taken through everything to do that. And then the first thing is to, as you can see, lay the groundwork for your business. And there is some core training. You see some core training here. There are many classes here. These are just the foundation. Then there will be more classes that will take you through everything, like launching your brand, the first steps to set everything up, the the first website pages. And the thing is that some people think that they don't need a website to make money online, and that is also to a certain degree true. But if you want to optimize your earnings, even if you have a YouTube channel like I also do, or if you have a social media presence or something like that, having a website is just something that can really optimize your chances of success and optimize your earnings also. So that's something you should do. Like any type of business by now basically should have a website. You will learn all that, and because they have so great tools in here that will help you with that and the training, this is something anyone can do. You'll learn all about that also. Logo, you can see finding the right content to create, all these different things, how to get traffic, creating images, all these different things. This is just the basics. There are many more classes also. So you will get access to this core training. This is where you should start if you decide to join. That will explain whole thing about how it works, how you start making money, what you can expect. So the first thing is the core training you will get access to. So secondly, once you've gone through the whole core training, and you of course need to take your time to do that, you can also go through it several times to make sure that you actually do everything. And that's an important thing, of course. You need to actually take action, not just go through it. You need to take action to get success. But then you can see there are many more classes. There are new classes. The core training itself is updated very regularly, but there are also new classes with new topics, so you can keep learning and keep growing your business and moving forward. You can see just here there are new classes coming up regularly. Every single week there are several classes with experts that are sharing different insights there. You can see some of the different topics like AI, for example. If you want to have an online business today, you need to understand AI and how you can use it. There are a lot of classes with that. SEO, search engine optimization, WordPress, niche research, pay per click. You see YouTube, copywriting, affiliate marketing. There's a lot of different topics, email marketing also. So you will not run out of things you can do to keep moving your business forward. And I've seen some people say like, there are many topics Wealthy Affiliate do not teach, or they're not updated. Well, that's because they actually haven't looked at what it offers now. These are all the topics that they are actually teaching. The classes, the core training is very, very regularly updated. So you are sure that you will get new up-to-date training to keep getting the best possible results. But as mentioned, it's not just about the training. The training inside Wealthy Affiliate, in my opinion, I've tested many different platforms, is amazing and the most thorough I have seen. But what also really sets it apart is that it's an all-in-one platform, because you also get access to so many different tools. So let's talk a little bit about the different tools you can also get access to. So one thing you also get is hosting, because when you need a website, you need to have it hosted somewhere. And many other programs, basically any other program that I have seen, that is where they will say, oh, you need hosting, and then they send you to some kind of expensive host where you need to pay extra. But Wealthy Affiliate has their own host, a very good, secure one. They have site speed function also, so you get really fast websites. Again, this is something where I followed other training programs where they spend like hours, sometimes you need to spend days of optimizing your website to get a fast website. All this can be done very easily with the hosting inside Wealthy Affiliate. And it also makes it so super easy to get started as a beginner, because you do not have to worry about getting hosting somewhere else, setting it up there, because it will all be done as a part of this process, and done much of it actually automatically. And that is actually included. That is not something that they charge extra for. So another great tool that Wealthy Affiliate has is site content, like a content tool. And this is something that they have really developed over the last year also, because it will help you create articles, for example, but they are also continuously developing to help with all kind of different content ideas and on all kind of things. But you can, first of all, of course, you can write it from scratch. Inside here they have a site content that integrate directly with WordPress, that makes it easy to set up and everything, even if you don't have any technical skills. You can also use templates. They have a lot of templates, but also a new AI article designer. And this is a really great tool. I've seen a lot of hype, of course, about writing tools and how you can write content automatically. But Wealthy Affiliate has really put a lot of effort into this AI article designer. And within just a few minutes or so, you can get a ton of content idea. And not only that, it can also help you with the outline, and it can help you with actually writing the draft. They then teach you how to actually not just make it like an AI article. The draft you get is amazing compared to any other AI tool I have actually tested. But in addition to that, they will also show you how you can keep improving it, and they also keep improving it. And then you can make sure to actually make the article in your own voice, completely your own voice, so it also becomes really, really great content. Just from the start, it is really great, but you will also learn how to just adjust it a little bit. So now you can, with this kind of tool inside here, that's also included in the membership, and will make it possible for you to create content super fast compared to the time I'm thinking about that I had to spend when I first started. And again, it's a part of the membership. Again, I've seen other training programs, it's like, oh, you can use AI tools. First of all, many of the AI tools are not as good as this article writer. In my experience, I've tested a lot of them. And secondly, you sometimes can end up spending like hundreds of dollars extra just for getting a few extra articles per week or so. So that is something that you get here. And depending on your membership, you get a certain number of word credits and things like that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But this whole site content is really amazing. So let's also talk about support, because it's of course important that you can also get support. I've just mentioned some of the many tools, and these are just examples, and Wealthy Affiliate keeps expanding, and the amount of tools that have improved and included since I first joined is like amazing. But these are some of the best ones, some of the ones that would really help your business move forward quickly. But you of course also might sometimes need support, and it's important to know whether you can get that or not. So you can see there is a help section, and they have different options. For example, site support. So this is technical support for your website. So if you have a website or several websites, you can have hosted here and eventually create more to create several income streams. But this is site support that can help with that if there are any issues, and they respond very quickly. There is support 24/7, and in my experience they usually reply even sometimes within a few minutes if it's something quite basic. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer if it's a little bit more technical, but you can expect to get technical help if you should ever need it. But there is also like a live chat. If you first join just with the free starter membership, you don't have access to the live chat, but if you decide to get a paid membership, and we'll talk about that later, the different membership levels again there, then you can actually ask questions there. You can communicate with all the other members, and because they're members from all over the world, there is usually some kind of activity in the live chat no matter when you log on. You can also ask questions to the community, so that means that all other members can see it and can reply, and this is a really, really great place to get support and get different opinions. Also, depending on your membership, you get the chance to send private messages to other members. This is of course not something that I recommend you just go in straight away and start sending private messages. Follow the training, do everything, and then when you start maybe bonding with some people, that is something you can do. But of course this should be used, also consider and respect other people's time. That's my opinion anyways. But there is also a chance for you to actually get both the chance to private message me, but also in general get private support from me. So I will also automatically see if you, for example, have a question, and I will make sure to also share my experiences with you, and I'll talk a little bit more about how you potentially can get that support from me a little bit later. But overall, Wealthy Affiliate basically includes everything, all the training, all the tools that you need to start and run a business from scratch and take it to being a very profitable business. But as I mentioned earlier also, it's not necessarily for all. So let's just talk a little bit about who is this for and who is it not for. So I have just written it here to show you who Wealthy Affiliate is for, in my opinion and experience, and who is it not for. Because I've worked with hundreds of people, and I found out who this will usually benefit and who should just not join it. So let's just sum it up here. So if you want to learn about online marketing and affiliate marketing in general, then this is definitely a great place to do it, no matter your background and experiences. And if you want to learn to make money from scratch online, this is the best training program I have found, and also because it includes everything, basically all the tools you need. And if you are willing to learn and take action on what you learn, then this is a great place, because of course, if you don't take action, you won't get any results. That's just how it is with anything. And you need to, again, be willing to not just take action, but also commit time, so you know that I will keep doing this for a longer period of time to build up. You are building a real business with huge earning potential, so you should be a little bit patient and keep putting in consistent time and effort. And you also need at least a small budget to invest in a premium membership. We'll talk about that next what does that mean? What is a small budget? Because as you can see, you get everything included there. What would you actually need? We'll talk about that next. First, let me just talk about who this is not for. And it is not for you if you expect to become rich overnight. In general, that is just not how it works to make money online. Any program that claims that, you'll just end up getting scammed. Stop looking for ways to become rich overnight. You will just keep failing. Also, this is not for you if you expect to become rich with no effort, because in general, to build a business, to run a business, it will take some effort. The great thing about affiliate marketing is that once you build it up, once you take the time to build it up, you will earn all the time. So right now, I'm also earning while I am sleeping. If I take a day off, if I go travel, so I will still earn. So it gives an extreme flexibility, because once you've set it up, it will just keep going. But that does not mean that there's no effort, because you need to keep putting in effort. But it just means that once you do that, you will keep earning even when you do not work, but there will be effort to reach that level. And that's also why, as mentioned earlier, you need to be willing to work for it and also to learn and listen. If you're not willing to do that, this is not for you. And again, if you do not have a budget at all, no money at all, then you can't take your business live. You can't actually start a business, of course, without any investment at all. And speaking of investment, let's now then talk about the membership levels. What would this cost to get access to? So Wealthy Affiliate has several different membership levels. You can get started completely for free with the free starter membership. And this is very unique. I have tested many different ways to make money online, and I have never seen a platform like this that will actually give you a free starter membership. Of course, it has some limitations, but the fact that you can actually get to try some of the tools, that you can get to test some of the training is amazing. So you can actually see, okay, is this something that I feel is for me? That's very unique. You can see that is completely for free. Of course, it will have limited word credits for this AI tool, but you can get to test it. You will have like a practice website there. You will have limited help and support. Of course, you will have limited access to classes, but you will get access to the basic things to find out what does it actually offer. Is this for you? But as mentioned earlier, also, if you actually want to take your business live, if you want to grow it into a very profitable business, then you should be willing to also commit to a premium membership. I see sometimes people joining and say, like, once I start earning in the starter membership, then I want to upgrade. And that is not how it works, because you need all the training, all the support, all the tools. And of course, there will be a cost for that. The thing is, with Wealthy Affiliate, you can actually get to test it for free, take it for a test drive, which is very unique, whereas any other program, basically, you would have to pay from the beginning. And also, it is very affordable when you think about what you actually get for this. You can see you have a premium membership, you have a premium plus there, and the difference is, for example, like you will even get a free domain. Usually you also have to go out and buy that. You will get that included, so you get a .com domain, so you have a proper website URL for your business there. You get a certain number of AI credits, and you get more, of course, with the premium plus. You also get more classes with the premium plus. You can host up to 10 websites there with the premium plus, where you can only do 3 here. But the premium membership, I just want to make that very clear, you can build a very, very profitable business and make very, very good money just with the premium membership. You do not have to have the premium plus membership. And also $49 a month or $99 a month. When you think about this, is all the tools you need to run a business. You just think about anyone you know that have started a business. How much did they have to invest to actually start it? Definitely way more than this, but you can actually go yearly, and you can see if you go yearly, then premium, it goes down to only $41 per month. But premium plus, you see, you will actually save almost $700 yearly. If you go yearly with premium plus, you will save $91 per year if you go yearly with premium. So what I personally did when I first joined, I started with the free starter membership. I tested the training a little bit, the tools, and I could see, like, okay, this has huge potential. This is what I want to do. And then I got a yearly membership, just because then I didn't have to worry about the monthly payments, and it also saved me a huge amount of money. So this is something you can consider if you have the budget for that, because then you also commit to it and give yourself time to actually build your business and succeed. But it's not something you have to do. You can also just go monthly. These are just options. You can see there also here on the website exactly like what are the difference between the different memberships, and then then decide based on that. And also, I mentioned earlier that you can actually get personal help from me. So let's talk about how you would get that next. So as you know, I am a member of Wealthy Affiliate, and I have been a member for a long time, and I have achieved results with it, with the training, with the tools here. This is what has helped me build a really good full-time income that has given me the freedom to work completely on my own terms. Both me and my wife can do that now thanks to what we have learned here and the tools I've gotten access to here. And I would also love to help more people. I've already helped hundreds of people make money online, both in smaller and bigger ways. But I now also want to give people that want to take it to the next level here, using Wealthy Affiliate to build a profitable full-time income, or maybe even more than a full-time income, because that is definitely possible. I know from personal experiences. And the thing is, if you join Wealthy Affiliate through my invitation link, which I will leave below, then we will automatically be connected. You will get a welcome message from me inside Wealthy Affiliate after you join through that link, and then you can communicate directly with me. That means that if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will personally reply in there, and you can ask me any questions if you're struggling with everything. And also, if you then decide to go premium, then I will continue seeing whenever you ask questions in there, so I can go and help you. You will get direct access to getting feedback from me if you should ever need any help there. There is really great support, the very great supportive community there that can give a lot of help, but I want to give you that extra help so you also know that I will also be there to share my experiences and how I have achieved success directly with you. I usually do not offer any direct private support or anything like that, only in comments here on my YouTube channel, of course, and on my website. But direct help like that is only here through Wealthy Affiliate. If you want to build a full-time income, then you can join through my link and we will be connected in there. So to sum it all up, I think that Wealthy Affiliate is an amazing platform if you want to start making money online from scratch. It is really great training you get there, no matter your background, no matter your experiences. And not only that, it also has great tools and everything is included. And I have tested so many different ways to make money online. And if you are serious about wanting to make a full-time income online, then this is the absolute most cost-effective way to do it. In fact, you can do it as low as less than $1.50 per day for getting access to run an entire business and growing it into potentially earning hundreds of dollars per day if you keep putting in effort. So if you are serious about wanting to make a full-time income, make a real online business, then you can join through my invitation link below. But please only do this if you will listen to all I say, and if you are serious and willing to commit, and if you have the budget to eventually also upgrade if you find that the free starter membership lives up to your expectations. Then you can join through the link below. And also, if you have any questions before joining, just ask and comment below and I'll be happy to reply there. And if this video helped you, also please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.